Hey friend, welcome back to RGD Gaming. If you're a new or intermediate player, this is the right channel for you. Here we teach you to climb up the ranks and we're actually doing it together. I'm a Grandmaster working towards being a challenger. If you want to improve your game, hit subscribe and follow my channel where I'll help you learn how to rank up, show you how I went through the lower levels. I picked Jinx here in this matchup because Yumi had picked before me, and then I saw Brand was going to be the support. Either would have been Brand or some off-meta support. I didn't know who their ADC was, but I knew with Yumi I could play the style of game I want with Jinx, and that was I want to sit back, farm up, play safe, and wait for the other team to make a mistake, and then capitalize on the mistake. We also have Cal, Vi, and Galio, and really everybody but Yumi are late game champs. So hopefully my team understands that we need to just not blow it in the early game, wait until we get a few items, and really just capitalize on the mistakes of the other team. And that's our victory condition, or win condition in this case. We don't need to force fights early, we don't need to do anything crazy, a good gank, but really farming up and grouping at objectives is what we need to do in order to win this match. So hopefully everybody understands that. I know that I do, and having Yumi, it makes it a lot easier because I can basically control my lane and play it exactly the way I want. So sometimes it's nice to play a late game champ like Jinx when you have Yumi because you know you can do what you want. So here comes Vi for a gank, and let's see if they overextended. I'm able to get out of there, and we get some good damage. I mean, that was a good trade. Vi's there. She does show herself on the map, but we get some pretty good damage on Brand and Jin. So now we've got Vi clearing Scuttle. Looks like Galio is actually doing pretty well against Akali in mid, and Tryndamere shows himself on the map. So now Vi can be aware that she could come back and potentially gank again. Looks like she's just checking their blue side, and I'm farming up. Looks like maybe they reset, or at least Brand reset maybe. They're backing off, so let's get a shop in, get an item here, and we got some action in mid, and then I'm gonna get some boots for a little bit more speed. Just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I'll buy the boots there if I have the gold, sometimes I won't. But I felt like getting a little bit more speed on Jinx never hurts because she's kind of slow, and the only escape she really has is running away. And I guess the choppers and flash, but it's just not a great escape route. So you do need to play very cautious with Jinx until you have some items, and then you can get a little bit more aggressive, but still cautious. You need to really play around the fact that she can't get away once somebody jumps on her. So we're just farming up, playing safe, trying not to get hit by these abilities, and so far this lane is going very well for us. We don't mind that we don't have a kill on them 3 minutes in, but Jin should start getting worried that Yumi and I are still full health, and unfortunately he needs to sort of start pressing the issue, both Jin and Brand, to try to shove this in and start getting some damage on us, because if he doesn't do something or get any kills or get ahead by the time really 5 to 7 minutes into the game rolls around, we pretty much won the lane just by tying against a Jin, because we're going to outscale him so hard. We got Vi coming back around. I get rooted. Yumi ults, and this is going to be perfect. I'm able to hit Brand with choppers. Vi can combo that, and let's see if we can take down Jin as well. Looks like Galio's rotating, and I get a double kill. So right there, I don't want to say I won the lane almost no matter what, but pretty much I've won the lane with Yumi, and now we just need to not screw up this lead and play around the fact that I'm starting to get ahead. Vi's rotating back to mid with Galio, and I'm able to get my first item. Now I can do a little bit more critical damage when I hit with my crits, and especially that works out great because my attack speed will rise as I get kills or assists on kills in team fights. Looks like Vi might even get another kill here on Jax, so that's perfect because we want Cal is going to scale as well. And I'm looking for a rocket on a Kali, excuse me, missed. It's unfortunate, but that's okay. That's one thing that I think some Jinx players don't take advantage of, is the fact that you have a global ult, and you need to be able to fire that rocket across the map and get kills quite regularly when you're not in a fight, or to help your team out, or to finish off an opponent. So right now we're up 5-1, and that's a perfect start for us. I need to not die here. I overstepped, and that was a mistake on my part. And they were able to get a pretty good combo. And let's see if I'm able to get out of this Jhin ult. And I am. So that was really fortunate that I didn't die there. And that was a mistake on my part where I know I'm ahead and I need to just relax, wait for my team. And here I'm able to hit Jhin with my second ability, slow him. He gets comboed by Vi and Yugi, and Vi's able to get the kill there. And let's see if we're able to get out of this without losing one. Unfortunately, Vi goes down, and I need to play safe. Galio is rotating and gets the kill on Tryndamere, so that's good. During that fight, or just before it, we were losing Dragon. Yuumi reset, and they saw that. I was stuck in bot, Kale was in top, Galio went down, and they jumped right on Dragon, which was really good for their team to do. They need something to help them scale into the late game, so good decision on their part. Good job by the other team. I'm able to get some damage on the turret here, and now Yuumi and I are in bot. Looks like Brand isn't showing himself on the map, so he, oh no, here, he showed up. Thought he might be rotating for Rift Herald. We're able to get a kill on Jax, and now it looks like Vi is going on to Rift, so that's going to be good. We'll be able to get Rift Herald. I'm going to reset, take a look at the map and what's going on, and then make a decision about what I should be doing, which is probably just heading back to lane. Looks like Yumi's going to go help our team and rotate, and I just need to make sure that Jhin doesn't take down this tier 1 turret. So I'm ulting. That's another good example of what I was talking about earlier, where as Jinx, and really any champion, you need to be aware of what's happening on the rest of the map. Even though you're running back to your lane, you should have a sense of what's happening in lane, and then also what your team is doing. And so that's why I ulted there, to try to put a little bit of damage on the enemy and possibly help them finish somebody off or potentially get a kill. And right now I'm just trying to not lose this turret. They had 3 down here all there. I think it's just going to be Jhin and I. Yeah, Brand and Tryndamere rotated. So we're able to get the first turret, which is good. Get some bonus gold there. Although Tryndamere gets a double kill, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing you can do about that. And so right now, I know I can't rotate to mid. I have to protect my turret, and I have a little bit of time. So what do? I take a jungle camp, because as Jinx, or really any ADC, you need to get gold, and you need to always be thinking about that. So don't hesitate to take a camp if you can get back to your lane and there's going to be no real change, which in this case, I didn't lose any gold in my lane. Don't take a camp if your jungle is right next to you and you're losing minions in lane. So here we go again. My ult comes back up, and boom, I'm able to get a kill onto Jax and finish him off, which is another example where you gotta be firing those rockets and helping your team out. So now I'm 3-0-2, and I got an extra gold because I was aware of a fight that was happening on the other side of the map. And here, Brand oversteps, so he actually has done it a couple of times. Able to get a kill on him, and let's see if we're able to get Jhin. Perfect. Vi rotates. We're able to get a kill onto Jhin, and I can see Jax is on the top of the map. So I'm going to try to help them take this turret down, reset, get my second item. Now I'm already thinking about what my next move is, and the next thing that I'm going to be doing is thinking about the dragon spawning. Actually, you kind of saw me there. I was just checking. I've got a little over a minute before the next objective spawns. So I'm going to be looking to see where I might want to go, and it looks like possibly mid is a better decision. I think I'm going to have some time before I need to get back to my lane. I'll be able to clear this wave in mid, and there might be a fight breaking out in the blue side jungle. And Looks like Akali is moving towards them, and so I'm gonna hopefully be able to save my turret. Looks like Jhin is not gonna go try to take it, although he might have got it, but I probably would have caught him. And looks like Galio's a little bit far ahead. Should have been keeping an eye on the map, but that's okay. I mean, that happens, he gets out of there. So Yuumi and I are gonna push this in, and we probably have less than a minute before an objective spawns. Yep, 30 seconds. So now I'm rotating, I'm gonna take the scuttle. Kale's able to get a kill, which is huge because we want Kale to be fed, although he went down as well. So that's alright. And now we've got Jinx pushing into the mid lane. Looks like he might be caught out. Yep, Yumi's able to ult, take him down, and now we might be able to chase down Brand here. Maybe not, just get a little damage on Tryndamere. But Dragon spawns, and that's perfect. They've got 2 people down. We're able to rotate, help Vi finish off this dragon. And I can see Jhin and Brand are coming, but it's not going to matter. There's 4 of us here, so even if they did try to contest this, we'd end up killing them. And it's like Brand might have overstepped. Galio's able to get it, hit him with my second ability, and now I'm going to back off. I really don't want to be in the middle of this fight, but here we go, able to get a double kill. Yuumi gets a kill there, and looks like we're probably able to clean this up with Jax again. Triple kill. Perfect. And the enemy surrenders. So that was a great example of what you can do. I mean, they knew they had no chance of winning at this point, because they were so far behind and we had all the late game champions anyway. But that's how you play Jinx. You want to be aware of what's going on the map. You want to be patient, wait for the enemy to make mistakes, and that's what we did. We waited for Brand to overstep, we waited for Vi to rotate. That's the biggest mistake that I see from Jinx players, is they force plays. They try to do too much too early in the game, and they don't just wait for the other team to make the mistake and capitalize on it, or just wait the other team out. Because if you're even in gold with almost any other ADC, you're actually winning the lane by the time you get to minutes 7, 8, 9, 10, and get your second, third, and definitely by the time you get your 4th item, you're way ahead of almost every other champion, and you're able to carry fights, assuming somebody else on the team isn't just steamrolling one of your lanes. So when you're playing Jinx, make sure to be patient, wait for the enemy to make a mistake, and always be farming. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. GG.